and its content. A search conducted in the ambulance uncovered quantities of dried leaves suspected to be cannabis concealed in sacks. Upon a thorough investigation and examinations of the sacks, the police found 700 parcels and 473 wrappers of dried leaves suspected to be cannabis, and we have retrieved them accordingly. Our investigation so far has revealed that the private ambulance loaded with suspected narcotics had been transported from Pando in the Volta North region and was on its way to Accra for onward distribution to interested buyers here in Accra and beyond. The suspect has admitted that he has been engaging in this illegal activity since last year. Now, further investigations have also established that the suspect originally purchased the vehicle as a regular car and later fitted it with a siren. Before acquiring the Hyundai Hiace, he had used a Toyota Highlander, which he used for the same purpose, transporting of illegal substances. He subsequently has branded the current vehicle as an ambulance and, aside from using it for drug trafficking, also operated it for transporting dead bodies. We have again impounded the vehicle for evidential purposes, and arrangements are underway to forward the substances to the Police Forensic Science Laboratory for analysis. Suspect is being processed for court whilst investigations continue.
Mama mama twa me adan ho akwa by five din kan no say ye ne DVLA ebebon commodity afa number plate foforo ya wo de ebe afe foforo no emu no eho na yenya ye ho ntiase na bibia aye kama enti anopei openi obedum aboa yen ama yatesa number plate foforo ene ne ho enkomo no ase eye owura Samuel Atu Owura Samuel Atu se uko DVLA ono eno ye director corporate affairs or DVLA osi obeka broken tree and I'm saying ye beso so midimi glue no besisi ani amano kama Ejato, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi aboko
nyame adom
ejuma mu so
achayogo so
edamu ase na say na ase munam kromu a cars duru ano ma stop yo mo check de yin DVs
medase medini yes
Steven Atu mpacho
me fanchi akese ma ahwefo na say wonam na ho officers bi omo fi DVLA ewo ya kwan no so a omo ye team aye from compliance team.
Okay.
Compliance team na team na ewo ho.
Okay.
For some time, but this current administration ebe mo be hye mukena.
Okay.
So what the chief executive ni obeye ni say or making sure say every office BI, especially more Accra Habia, all the centers will have at least 10 compliance officers.
Okay. So we na yefofro ni afa o mo eguma na no mo okay.
And DVLA is made up of, I mean, we have a lot of stuff, so we do reassignment and all of that.
I see.
And ni obeye ni say opeso making sure say card ye answer na we card be siloro kwanso. Emra ena echre state I was a kind of womb as an with saka na say loro kwanso. And it is all for the safety of everybody. We are driver na udi car si kwan so. It is not only about you anymore. There's a concern, and I say you have a responsibility to other road users. Who colleague drivers, you have a responsibility towards them. You have a responsibility towards pedestrians. Because ubi wo ho onam lorry kwan chen. Oh, kwane baby on tikem. So car me bono.
Okay.
Because of a failed and as a faulty brakes, the car
no correct.
You need to understand also say there are motorbike users because
Okay.
they are all partners and road users. A lot of that it is also for their use.
Okay.
Nti ye hwe na yesi ebeye say the compliance team sets out into the public space to ensure so be biara onam loro kwano so no be making sure say the car no in the state or condition that is expected by law for the car to be on the road.
Any nke fine pan kese say mu yi trotro be free kwan so.
You see, I think say we need to understand where we are coming from.
Okay.
But I'm sure with time we'll get there.
Okay.
The discussion we'll be having concerning the number plating, you'll get to understand Nintia, I was a year to Sana Mono.
Okay.
Because over time, what do you mean say above a friend is saying technology.
Okay,
Abba at this time. You need to realign certain systems. Senior, over to me, I ensure that your friend is in the safety of road users and even drivers and pedestrians across. And see, we share and grow for Muninam. It is all for the good of everybody. All for the good of everybody.
Compliance for car bia no mo stopping no and our DVs pe if it's a pen be brain no ube hu so mo stop cars no na ye DVs.
The mandate goes beyond DVs. Because as part of even reports even private vehicle owners with regards to tinting car windows. You see, per the laws of Ghana, so what take more. It was so be original bonding to me.
Okay.
One I would take care.
Okay.
It's for the purposes of helping to a friend is avert crime.
Okay.
Now so be tinting a car doors. Now the bonny because of car. How do you know? Now with the car seal requirement is no longer a private facility.
Okay.
You only have privacy in your room. In fact, we respect
even
the
if
fact
car now which in your private car.
Once you put it on the road, say your private sika na dey try a lot of point. Obi biara sika, the combination of all taxes, my taxes, and they try a lot of point. When you are seated in a car, any officer standing by should be able to see inside the car.
Okay.
And what is allowed, for there's a margin of tint.
Okay.
So there are some tinted cars at least especially for the front windows.
Okay.
Once you can see through a front window, you can engage whoever is in the car.
Okay. So help me get this. Say Emrani say drive here. Say will be ojina bontin.
Exactly.
Inti ehimfa na Emrano besan aka say say o tint no faint kakra dia yeti ase ma.
Good. And I make us say once a tint ni bi wo ho no mo. Wa wo to me ho say can ya tint no.
And I'm one kasa na ase mo ye libra say say what tint no but tint no enye too dark out there. It's okay go but it's too dark there. As a one I'm pointing to kakra to mra no ho visa.
You know, because we appreciated the fact that one say the tinting most of the people do and they say because of the weather condition. Sometimes one say we share glasses and pona and we are dark kakra, at least it helps you to see well. It protects your eyes a little. And see, that leeway is there. But there's a level of tinter the law does not allow at all.
Okay.
Once that we can't see you. But who are we taking? So why shouldn't we see what is happening in there? We use commercial vehicles.
Okay.
Because you are using the commercial vehicle and you don't want anybody to see. Because once you use a commercial vehicle, you are allowed to transport others.
Okay.
And if I say a vehicle, I get an 23 or can, and you think that nobody should know what is happening in there. So if at the end of the day, that is a crime has been committed in there, when it could have been averted, possibly you might have driven through a police stop. I mean, these are some of the things we are trying to curb.
Yeah. Now, other than money customs for baby, I can't see Faba Ghana. A woman say one unapproved route, but in say cars in it, dear, mostly. Ebefa port here. I don't know money customs for any kita home. Then ye nya buy na choka we yen kramba and away too tinted and sakra na bedru system nimo ama no so compliance for asia kujina home mountain so.
Sad discussions no ego so. And I think say one of the angle the chief executive is seeking to deal with, and he say car ne ba if you home on say modernity obi wo ho betumi akra Range Rover, the latest one Ediaba. Okay. Some of those ones are tinted from home.
From home.
Like car no, from the manufacturer. Some of those ones there's difficulty in dealing with them.
Okay.
But then those cars in Pokra are not tinted so badly.
Okay.
But obi wo no ankasa the car neba the windows are plain.
No
tint no. No, they are tinting so dark that you can't see anything into the car.
Then another question. Are they tinting yes, are tinting yamana sa tinting no eye bibi fufuro. Senti sa dia ye ntimi enko hwe no so say say be blocking no at a point of entry.
So that there should be a broader discussion.
Okay.
Because I was say about some of the importation of these items, DVLA has no direct control. So the discussion could open it up to indicate, say, okay, this is where the country is going.
Okay.
If you are an authority to allow for importation, when you see items of this nature, they are no longer approved for entry into Ghana.
Okay.
Then I'm sure from that angle we'll
and
be
yet
able
to say FDA for the NB and sana obekwa aduane na ba no kra no.
FDA
hobeji approval.
So I'm sure
nti mu di sa nkomo na na fe na mu bedi.
Yeah, go so.
Ebi mu concern ni say de wo ken ewo mrem na te say wo ka say cars ni bi wa ye tint from home. Nti ehonumfo ne kra anso eja ye hwe omo ti omo nim so say ye tinti ni kakra dia asemu ni ho ana omo makwan ada ne nkwan ye ha dia say debi ana ye mra no aye dada o sha ma o technical advice emra no mu aye dada ana debi ye hia pa
debi. I mean, we have good laws in Ghana. And I was saying who say yen sorry ye keke enko tam mra mfi be bia ebi ni wiase. You can see say every law that is in place in Ghana, we have our legal system, the influences from the common law. Okay. Sometimes we go in, look at what they have, now I modify to suit our situation. Our case is not different. I think say some individuals think say they can have their private rights within the public space, which cannot happen. That should not be allowed. Nana Maker say, "Odi lorry, edisi lorry kwansoa." It's no longer a private business. Okay. Because if you knock down somebody, it can be your private business.
Who kasati say jama compliance for feedback or the bano? I to say
no, because
stop you say I am me private car now over me private car commercial car.
As corporate affairs, we have feedback. And some feedback, some of them come up for review. And I think say opportunity C, am I acquiring to educate the public? Now omun na who say niye it's not for the punishment of anybody, but it's for the protection of every individual. Now, let me just bring in this matter. One was the issue concerning DV
number plate
and even DP. Sometime past, the car if you're a neighbor now clear or porter, you take the car out. There's no insurance. Now, moving a vehicle from the port to Abia, say Abelimpe, Abia Hona, or garage. You don't imagine anything could happen on the vehicle. You know, we must be sensitive to risk. And yes, we believe say, even if nothing happens to your vehicle can cause harm to a third party. And why don't we put in place a system ube clear vehicle as an ube car na fi port at the about garage, it should be insured. And
if you say be a BB,
and that is where I want to say chief executive, he made sure say we implemented what we call the DP sticker. I want to say a Fred DP near drive from port. Initially now you use plates. Plate near aluminium. The tare car the lorry. The number plate a borrow be a number a registered vehicle be a plate. But we realized that Grofobi or Honomo or crack cars by 50. No clear cars near. Now I got DP plate by 5. Ebiani trolley no the best cars na kono. E betimi afa 5. Does sa 5 no kwa oba na wayi. No asaba no asade be share cars from no de ko. These are revenue leakage avenues. And if you are an authority and you are minded by this, what you do is to find a mechanism and moving to mean transfer a plate from one car to another.
Oh, I see.
That is the reason here the DP sticker nearby.
Okay.
And you see that DP plate was valid for 14 days.
Okay.
And within 14 days, you are either allowed to register the vehicle, and as you are required to register the vehicle at that time. So we are garage owner, so you are supposed to convert into a defective vehicle.
Okay.
A defective because Ubiara DVLA machines beyond tested can ensure say qualified to be on our roads. That's the issue. That's the issue.
Now who names Ghana no? So kita DV now tonwa. Eya nebo osoro.
Good. It is part of the reasons we are introducing the new licenses, the new license plates.
Okay.
And our discussions will bring us along the way. Because obi wo ho de kana be
try now the twi nemra kakra na otidie say the mechanic of air no. Otidie muti twi.
Na ye to make brofon so.
Kakra.
We da say. Nti nia obi wo ho no mo de car e be hye krom ha. O use DVR 4 years, 3 years, you know. Ansa na wakoton. Wona wo ba be talk no face e kan ye foforo.
Foforo.
Ansa nya sanete. So why should we be doing this to ourselves? I didn't know was a would obi.
Okay.
And you use our pressure if you are. Okay. I'm sure a man for Benya who can register more vehicles within the shortest period. So the DP issue now make an say
from number plate to sticker. Because a man for dodgy and I say revenue no no kono na mo de buy and I say security reason.
Yes, aside no. What the car ruma, the car should have an identification. Because a car an identification number. Now DP, what it allows us to do, and say, Udeba, now the car new system no more. We have the make, the chassis, nipa or crack car ne buy, including other security features. Am I quine? Am I to me 3C? I was answering discussions be by concerning stolen vehicles in the system. We should be able to have a system. To me, quine. Am I checking who say car we? A be raw Ghana or this day. As much as a crab buy. This is the make, this is the chassis, and all of that. And those ones were difficult to me now on the DP plate. This sticker has enhanced features. I mean, we have QR codes, to scanning, and all of that. Until the security, we have aligned with the security system.
Now they say metallic na come on to me now QR code no so na.
You know, RFDI embedded chip na ya babe.
RFDI no ye.
I mean, it's a chip that allows it containing information, vital information. It means security for more tracy ownership of a vehicle.
Okay.
And so that is why your new plate I be discussing. You will get to understand some of these nyama way. The point I want to establish, DP no one say. I dream say Uber now Uber register a vehicle. Now your mouse sticker na. The tareka no one. Any there will be to me.
Okay.
Where I dream say we are better. It means each vehicle that comes in, they be to me identify as a car no. With that unique number.
Okay.
And you need SIC for a partnership. And before I obey Saka and report no, would you DP sticker no insurance to protect you yourself, to protect a third party.
Okay.
Or no any car importation business, any tracker bia.
Okay.
So we are protecting you, protecting the person to allow you say at least say BBC you can have insurance cover for it.
Nyama mu ye nyina no obi be ka se eye me so me fo aso se eye na so ya na concerns ni se enkyekere mo ma man fo nti ase if se mu nim se o ignorance of the law is no excuse nti ye de wo ye mra mu ne nko ade afidie you ti se tentedi wo kra wo chase o kan se o e wo ho compliance for na emum afei na mu hye mu kina den na esi mu kwan se mo be ye nkyerɛkyerɛ kakra ansa na mo tie si mo aye no gidigidi enye sa na ayete se otimufo otimu nti owro ka wa fa wa beti
nti me da ase e was a question we hu ene se yagiatum as an authority the chief executive Nansan he out a lot of the times to engage in public education exercises. And the Anchor platform he would have been here. Actually, only chronomo as we speak. But the point is, aside that, we're launching a lot of outreach events at Buama, Yenya, Sankita Hudi, any a driver for any the ordinary people. Now he has tasked us to ensure this publicity is intensified.
Okay.
And one of the challenges I take up, and I'm sure in due course, we'll be on the kind of work we do as DVLA. I think the tendency to assume, say, we are a state institution, the only institution that my license, any number plates, you have no competitor. And it's those tendencies to say, oh, I mean, I will enforce the law even when you are not aware of the implications. Yet, the laws that we enforce should not only be about issues of enforcement, but it should be about issues of compliance. So, Nipaniti say, Nintia would and as a way enforce Mlana. Now, Nipanin say it is to his own advantage. The way they receive it is much easier. And this public education issue, I have
Good. Now, Muma instant receipt to say bill be or coin so.
The compliance officers, they go out with receipts, official receipts. What happens is that they have a supervisory body, an officer from the MTTD.
Police?
Yes.
Okay.
But then, final, because the law allows as well. There is a receipt officially from DVLA.
Okay.
Which they issue to you.
Okay.
We got complaints of some other practices along the way. All these concerns came before.
Some other practices,
yes,
maybe.
There was an indication. The receipt DVLA. You know, there were original you need to investigate some of these things. Chief Executive had acted on these things.
Okay.
But the American said, because it's a human institution, some of these errors, we appreciate the feedback from public. Now, what we need to do as an authority to ensure that the compliance team does what it ought to do. Yes, I mean,
what can I say? No, with the Ubeka say, "Vegi do." If he say, as a almost say, "Oh, come on, move what's a technology in cost ya car RSF need the kika who idi." And ya auntie, who can ye tainted ya chill. Say why me mau na papa mama number papa
and even
Ghana card inti nka nse say afena obetwo paper amount afi eni echi sika no waje still human face no go boys
exactly yes and one of the things here this digitization agenda and you find serious.
Okay.
And I'm sure with time all of these human a friend is saying, say, what fine will be now just physically, those things will be gone. We'll refer you.
Okay.
And then you have to come to the office. And I think, say, we should understand.
Oh, and I come to the office,
coming.
But
I'm coming.
Find a way of paying direct into
even
DVLA
aside,
for accounts.
DVLA account. Even aside that, I'm saying, say, the issue of enforcement is not necessarily only about, say, what you can now.
Okay.
And there's a car seat, and as a seat belt, air defective, now you use scanner. Now, have we solved your problem? We haven't. And this new number plating system, the security specifically, we can block your car.
Okay. Hey.
And if you don't work it out,
we'll blocking engine.
We'll block your car.
I see.
And but the next time you come to DVLA to say Obabeju roadworthy, you would see that the defect, there's no way you have your roadworthy.
Any can fine pa because I'm for say na kan chenchema pa la chene nam kwan so DVLA for bi kro say ka we nti okọ DVLA no okoje road worthy na was you worthy of the road on am see the young number plate is mo say 2026 nyame adoma we are just some 4 or less than 3 months away from 2026 and am see ye be use number plate for fro number plate be use na it saying abadada na afi na mukutwa aba
interviews be a chief executive here some time back or display a sample.
Okay.
The way the new DVLA license Beluko. These are recent ones.
Recent ones.
Yes, these are recent ones.
And when you be issue 2026.
This is quite close to what we'll use. But then discussions are under.
And you're deciding.
No, we are very clear in our mind. And you see, what we need to look at also is we have had a system. In fact, I had an experience just very recently.
Okay.
before I converted to the DP. There were instances will be to me plate and any DVLA plate.
Time now moving metallic in
so you are a bit careful what to put out in the public as of now. So that we get everything through. On the 1st of January, there will be a new plate when you go to register your car. And
but
then
you idea mo fan chire nti de
ye sampled your friend is saying concept ya hu adwuma e wo ho. And I mean, in due course you will see, you'll be engaged as a media. There's a rollout plan. The chief executive spearheaded for us to get the public to know exactly what we are bringing out. But the relevance of this security features are a card way and as a sub plate way is more advanced. Now, DVLA
more advanced. QR code.
One say, as we speak now, the MTTD or mounted cameras across the major highways.
And you say mounted cameras or highways, you say all of them are now
good on the major ones.
Okay.
The point is that they seek to arrest and as identify infractions on our roads.
Okay.
Now, so be to care now say we committee an offense on the road. The easiest way of identifying the vehicle that did that is by the number. That number should have certain features that leads Amaya Tracy from who registered the vehicle and who may have been in possession of the vehicle at that time.
Okay.
And these are features that are embedded.
Okay.
Or will be embedded. Because
number plate
will show security features, there's no way you will see.
Okay. And mama yati as say ye no dey say ye be ye na free mo.
Ye film. Ye is pressure na. Emma will be the car be shake room and now we're using it 5 years. Ansana because creating the impression say new.
Ansana what
I mean, once you know the number that will be giving your car does not indicate which year it is registered in. What is the pressure? That's the issue. And the year of registration need there. I mean,
I don't know more concerned about your registration. Any day say any once a month. I don't know multiply more.
You see, we are an authority and we are minded by safety. Say Ubi Eddie Kaba, na say can he's registering the vehicle, I think it's a can here for when him Emra and I old school I assume accounting I call something depreciation.
Okay.
And depreciation is a auto me to phone for front na me use no 1 week. I can sell it at the same price.
That's true.
You could talk a 100,000 cedis. Now you use your car now for 5 years. Now you create the impression that the vehicle is still new. You may be compelled to sell it around that same price. But the Nippon in Osaka will use your car for all these years. They won't pay you that 100,000. You see, it is to help because the system that we had was rather helping people to milk other people. We are all citizens. Why? As a director of corporate affairs, I would equally buy a car. Do I know where and as whom I will buy that car from, or how many years the person might have used the car? So we are. What we will be doing is exactly, which is something we are trying to take away.
Okay. The answer is interpersonal number, no.
So interpersonal number.
Mube introduce personal number reservation.
Yes, personal number reservation. So what Chief has hinted and he said we are building a platform.
Okay.
And he said, "Wahai 2026, unum say ube car be register and as a walk out person register, you go on the platform.
Okay.
You can reserve a particular number I will pay. And what you've done on the online is that you've secured that number.
Okay.
The DVLA the number and I say when we are picking out a number to give to a vehicle or register, your number will no longer show. And you, as soon as you walk to the office, you come for the embossment. We emboss the number. We preserve it. Exactly. So you are able to choose a number that you want for yourself. So that platform be available so that you can choose. I mean,
now, new number plates are modebe. Mobeti ati microphone register special numbers.
Yes.
Special numbers still.
As for special numbers, intact. I mean, and you know that special numbers comes with a cost. So once you are willing, I mean, DVLA is willing. We are also there. we'll have that conversation. Uba, I mean, once it's a special number, you
need
something
more
special from us.
advance, yeah, Brenna. So, but last one, nano meet you, Mr. Coty or baby, no, cause enche mo beji a toll, road toll, and I'm saying, hey, DVLA be collecting tolls, pa, and also way.
Oh boy, I'm here. You know, he sits in meetings.
Okay.
And I think there's a general concern as to why our roads should be available, and then you use the routes, you pay nothing for them.
Okay.
Government is expected to still maintain the routes for us. And as I say, our bank should have to look for new money. What we are trying to look at is now we are, your friend is saying, exploring opportunities for the use of technology to receive them. When I say DVLA, if for nothing at all, for private vehicle owners, afibia uba DVLA, ebeji roadworthy. If you're a commercial vehicle, once every 6 months, Obaho, Ebeji, roadworthy certificate. We are exploring avenues and opportunities to see how we can embed the payment of the tools. And I mean, I don't think there's any institution in Ghana or what's our data now, or to me tools on behalf of the state than DVLA. So that is one of the avenues we are exploring and putting it across to government.
And we are road tool that na you try munu na mo pese san ba na mo mu die different.
No. If the DVLA road tools are, it is the road tools that goes to the Ministry of Transport. And that's it. Ghana Road Fund, sir. Fund
road maintenance.
Exactly. It's not anything unique to DVLA. That's say keeping us DVLA.
Na I na mo na mo be ka say e be sin those times Minister of Transport in a catcher is a with trim. Inti senen ye besin adia mo ma Minister of Transport make say Ghana for mo mo na road toll no mo besin abitia.
So the point we are looking at, and yes, a DVLA na say or the road tolls at the bow.
Okay.
Once the ministry goes public and announces it, there should be a collection point. That is where DVLA is positioning itself or be a collector. Once government are taking decision to go in that direction, then yes, I mean, there's nothing DVLA does and go through Parliament for approval. And the to me, authority ho and decide this tools without approval from Parliament or even the ministry.
So I say modi mo minister ni mu kan.
Ndi neni.
Mo nim neni. We nyina mo ne dwen ho. Eja atu ye daze papa unfortunately ebre no ason kra pa ho eninti ye do besi ayi nim se de e kan say 7 year we can 7 I will be there. Enti ye be sure kwanda foforo. Ye dase. Ora Stephen Atu director corporate affairs wo DVLA watch the road and ane ya twimo kakra no ye kwa ba papa de bokrata mo boso edbebe.